Hello again. It's still quite quiet here, so I thought we'd have a quick explanation of exactly what we're looking at, which is an experimental bloomery furnace. Now, we know this sort of technology for making iron is already in use around here by the 4th century BC from sites we've recently excavated from radiocarbon dates. We know also it goes through right until just after 1500 when the new technology comes in, the blast furnace, but certainly in other parts of the country it's believed to go right through into the 17th and even 18th century as a way of making iron. And the principle is actually quite simple. You've got this marvellous furnace here. It's basically a cone or tube made out of clay mixed with straw or hay, as you saw us making last time. As one of our young visitors once referred to it, it looks like a toilet roll, which is not an unreasonable description. And the inside hollow. Stuff is fed in the top, where I've been feeding the timber, as you can see, burning away nicely, and then products, the iron, also the waste products, are then removed from the front of the furnace. And you can see there is a sort of a construction there to help us do that. And the other element is this metal tube in the front called a tuya, through which air is blown to go into the furnace. And we've touched upon that a little bit earlier. But the two materials which basically combine in that furnace to make iron are these two. In the foreground, crushed iron ore. This is siderite, which is a mineral which contains iron, but the process basically is to try and drag the iron back out of it. It's been placed there by mineral processes. And on the other side there, charcoal. And it's a chemical reaction between these two in a nice hot furnace that actually produces the iron. And it produces what's called a bloom and also slag. Slag is the waste product, which is tapped, which means we run it out of the furnace. And if everything works, fingers crossed, we'll show you that later on. And then what's called a bloom or a cake of iron, which is basically a mixture of quite pure, what's called wrought iron, with slag stuck to it, which then forms inside the furnace too, and then we'll try and draw that out later on. Wish us luck. We'll speak soon.